In OLED we trust. Well, not anymore. This decade everyone will go bananas for MiniLED devices. Unlike Catalan's art, they make sense. Promise.
Peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Where yet? Where yet?
Welcome back to our first Need to Know in 2020. I hope you celebrated New Year's in a big way because the new decade has plenty in store for us. Astrology is not really my thing, but guys, if I could make one prediction, I'd say Mini-LED will be huge, starting with the iPad. Now, Apple's always been stubborn and stuck with their LCD screens for iPad when they could have gone easily OLED. After all, OLED is the latest and greatest in display technology, right? But they've had their reasons. For one, cost. OLED screens are expensive, folks, even for giants like Apple, especially 120Hz refresh rate OLED screens. Between increasing and refresh rate and bringing OLED to iPad, I'm frankly happy of their call for iPad Pro. Also, the burn-in is just too big of a downside. So, Apple stuck with LCD, but time waits for no man, and Apple knows they'll have to step up their game very soon. Rumor is they're doing it this year, with the 12.9-inch iPad Pro and the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Mini-LED is based on LCD but has plenty of the perks OLED has, with none of the downsides like burn-in. As trendy as OLED is, it's still an organic light-emitting diode. This means some static elements, like the menu bar on the Apple devices, will constantly be lit and be damaged in time. It doesn't happen often, but there's still a risk. Apple's one of the first big mobile manufacturers to not take the chance. Instead, they're going with Mini-LED. Okay, so that will cost more, right? Not necessarily. Mini-LED is cost-wise pretty close to OLED displays, but instead of getting 576 LEDs to light up the screen, you get about 10,000. Where do they all go? At 100-200 microns, they fit rather well. They'll also make the next iPad Pro thinner and lighter. The best part is not how much it will weigh, but how it will look. We'll get a wider color gamut, higher contrast ratio, and still count on HDR thanks to the local dimming. The mini-LEDs will still go into groups, but when you count on smaller LEDs and more groups, you have better control on dark and bright sections. Better contrast is a given, though you won't get pure blacks. What can I say? It's a compromise, and Apple is very good at knowing when to compromise and when to smack us with a feature no one really loves, right? In fact, in the next 3 years, Apple is planning to get up to 6 mini-LED devices out there. Not a bad bet. The only thing that could ruin their plan is micro-LED, but that's too expensive to consider for tablets and laptops. Can you bear one more LED term? If you do and are still with me, here's why micro-LED is the end goal. Micro-LED is that beautiful unicorn of displays. It's self-emitting, no backlight nonsense. It's so small you can fit millions of such LEDs in a display, not tens of thousands. Even better, micro-LEDs have higher resolutions and greater luminance than OLEDs, and they can create really massive displays. Remember Samsung's The Wall? That's a micro-LED display. Everyone's racing towards it, but no one is near the finish line. So that's why mini-LEDs are a good transition. They won't break the bank, they won't burn in like OLED, and they'll look better than traditional LED screens. TCL already debuted the 8 Series TV with this tech aboard, and ASUS followed with the ProArt monitor. It's Apple's time to turn heads. Maybe they'll even convert OLED believers to mini-LED. What do you say? This time around, Apple won't have to depend on Samsung anymore. When preparing the launch of iPhone 11 Pro, there was a big what if. What if they don't have enough displays to support production and sales? After all, they're making profit for their rival. Not Samsung Mobile, of course, but still the same main corporation. So, going for a different display tech will definitely help them cut those ties. Instead, LG will provide the mini-LED displays along with several other manufacturers. Mini-LEDs will probably show up at CES too. The rest of our crew is there right now, so stay tuned for videos from them. As always, don't forget, subscribe and hit the bell button if you want to see more videos like this. See you guys!